Go.
Hello, guys. This is Joey from Total Justice Gaming, coming to you with the Divine Guardians revamp deck.
That completely sucks.
The original deck, I already changed it because the new stuff came out the week after. Because Hater SD is really good. So start off, your buddy is always this card right here. I always forget their names. Elixil. Elixil is probably the best card in the deck. So we'll get started with the actual full deck. Your threes are Judge the Judge, because pay 2 and then put two to the bottom of the deck to destroy something is amazing. Plus double attack, a 7/2/7. You can't get any better than that. And that's it for your threes. Your twos, of course, four of your buddy. Four of your buddy is always a good choice. And getting +2 and a critical to everything on your field, that's Guardian. Because of course everything's Guardian. It's really good with moving Soul Guard. I know there's things to get around it, but it's still a very solid, very good card. And one Aider, because that's all you need. And half the time you don't even play him. I've learned this, but sometimes he does come in handy. 6 defense is 6 defense, and can be, for some decks, it can be really hard to get around. So sometimes he comes in handy. And that's it for the twos. Going to the ones. 3 Muriel. Double attack, gain a life when you destroy something. I learned it's fun to do against Soul Guard. Just keep gaining life. Everybody gets mad. Troll effect happens. 3 Angel Frill. I know it's a little overkill, but I felt that the shop, and I knew a lot of the players in the shop are a lot Soul Guard heavy, so it became a tech choice. And it won me a lot of games because they couldn't Soul Guard. And gaining a life every time I attack is just really good. Got 2 of the Searcher, pay 1 gauge, search thing, and also search your gates, also gets +3. And then 2 of your other Searcher, you got 4 Searchers. You don't get that much gauge sometimes, so so this isn't always the optimal play, and this isn't always the optimal play either. So it just both of them just kind of balance each other out. Then you got 2 Somas. Soma was a pretty beast. Soma's really got me back from a lot of games, just being able to put up to 2 to the bottom of the deck, gain a life and a gauge is really good. Life and gauge are very good in this game, obviously. So just being able to recycle gauge and life is just really good. And if a 4/3, he's pretty beast for a size 1. The 1 crit, you're just gonna bump him to 2 anyway with your buddy, so it doesn't really matter. And then the new card for the deck, Hater SD. I took out the Musketeer, the draw one. I would end up just putting him back a lot. Card advantage is good, but I found myself having enough card advantage against a lot of people that it really didn't matter, and that him just being able to just jump start my deck a little bit and get things moving when I'm slowed down by other decks, it just kind of helps me out. Being able to bounce itself back after it attacks is really good. Just a fun card. And that's the end of the ones. To the zeros. Shiny Bell. Shiny Bell is really, really good. As I say, gauge, cycling and gauge is really good in this deck. It does both. Call it to center, attack with it, counter, put it back, then attack with your item. Just always fun. Your opponent just rolls their eyes. And just solid, really solid card in this deck and also here Brave Machine decks. My friend using his Brave Machine deck, he loves it. So a lot of these cards are really good in other decks, and this is just one of them. Just solid card. And that's it for the monsters. Going to spells. Obvious spell is obvious. Gates. Gain life. Search your deck to get other stuff. I mean, call monsters to field. Just toolbox, beautiful goodness. Your deck doesn't. You can't run the deck without it. I had a 4 Sky Dragon Divinity. I end up gauging this a lot, which is okay, but because I'll just pay the gauge and then shuffle back into my deck eventually. But being able to recycle cards back to the bottom of the deck and then drawing, I mean drawing's obviously good, getting hand advantage. That's why I said that with the monster, that draw one I usually really didn't need it because I was usually getting hand advantage anyway because of this card. So it kind of became a wash. Basically now to the shields you play. I'm playing, well you don't play, but I'm playing 4 Heaven Shields. I mean, obvious card is obvious, it's really good. Nullify attack, gain a life, and if I have no cards in my drop, it cannot be nullified. Bad side, you have to have a guardian on the field, so if they bounce your field or blow up your field, you're just kind of out of luck at that point, but it's a chance that you have to take because you don't have really much anything else that's a shield. Never Shatter, 4 Never Shatters, just an all-around good card. As long as it's not a link attack, you just nullify it no matter what. So just really solid. And then 3 Magical Dragon Sky Resignation. It's really good. I've noticed about 75% of the time I just bounce my own monster to hand just to get it back so I can call it again and just do other shenanigans. So it's just really good. Just a really good card. And that's it for the spells. To items, I got 4 Fist. I mean, this item's the best item for Guardians. Gauge acceleration is really good. Gaining critical with Buddy, I get this to crit of 3 item, which is always good. And I also play 1 Violin. I don't like this card. It sometimes comes in handy, but that's very, very rare. I just felt that 4 items is not enough, and you need that 5 makes your items a little more consistent. And if you get stuck on Violin, you get stuck on Violin, but it's not the end of the world. And then the most controversial card is to Avalon Big Ray. I'm still 50-50 about it. It's really good, but so is the actual impact. So I'm still 50-50 about it. I'm gonna take this out soon and try the impact, see if it works better. Thing is, this card has come in clutch plenty of times, where I just come in, they've overextended and set up their field, and then I final phase, call it, bounce everything, and then they have to do it all over again, and sometimes they just don't have the gauge to do it, and they just cry. But that's all good, that's all fine and well, but I'm still torn about it. I'll try the impact soon. I think it's going to be better. And don't know. It's 50-50, guys. If you want to play the Impact Monster, go for it. If you want to play the Impact, I'm not going to argue against either. But this is Joey from Total Justice Gaming. That's my Guardians deck, and rate, comment, subscribe. Thank you guys. See ya.